Hi everyone, and welcome to The Dish. Tonight, we're going to be discussing Women in Mathematics, a book by Lynn M. Osen. Thank you. Okay, we have a wonderful treat for you tonight. Tonight, on this very stage, you'll be witnessing each woman who is discussed in this book. We will have a short time to talk to them and even answer some of your very own questions. First, I'd like to welcome on stage Hypatia. Hello, Hypatia.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Okay, Hypatia. How about telling us a little bit about yourself?
Alright, well, I was born in AD 370. My dad was a distinguished professor of math at the University of Alexandria. My early life was spent in close contact there with the institute called the Museum. During my earliest years, I was immersed in an atmosphere of learning, questioning, and exploration. I never accepted anything just because someone claimed it to be true. Instead, I would thoroughly think through religions and new ideas. I was trained in calisthenics and speech, and I really learned a sense of responsibility at a young age. Everywhere I traveled, I was treated like royalty. Eventually, I was able to start lecturing at the Arithmetica of Diophantus, the techniques he developed, and his solutions and symbolism. I belonged to a school which ran counter to the popular Christian beliefs of the time, and I was extremely oppressed by the patriarch's theory.
Wow! There's a very interesting history to Hypatia. Now it's time to take some questions from the audience.
Hi, I was wondering, what got you interested in mathematics as opposed to another area of study?
That's a great question. Actually, I've always been interested in many areas of study, especially astronomy, astrology, and religion. For me, math has always been a bond between those subjects.
Good question. Great answer. Okay, we're just about out of time. Thank you much for being here today, Hypatia.
Anytime. See you soon.
Be sure to stay tuned.
Are you one of those people who doesn't know how to keep blanket wraps around them? Are you not creative enough to wear a bathrobe?
Do you find talking on the phone while trying to keep warm difficult? Well, we have a solution for you. Well, we have a solution for you. Well, we have a solution for you.
This is a real situation that happened to a real Geico customer. To help Mark Smith explain the story, we hired a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Hello there. On my way back from work one day, I got into a Thunderbird on the freeway.
Look out! Here I come!
So as I was driving, this car swerved in front of me. It was insane.
Beat it! That's dangerous! No! No!
So as soon as I crashed, the airbag went in my face and it pretty much hurt.
Come on! Geico, 15 minutes early, save 15% or more on your car insurance.
Okay, welcome back once again. Here with us now is Emily de Bruy Marquis de Chalet. Emily, go ahead and tell us some interesting points about your life and accomplishments.
Alright, to start off, there were very few opportunities for girls to be educated. Despite this, I was provided with a great education. I've always had a passion for life, and I've been described as a reckless, enthusiastic, changeable, positive, and direct. I had my amazing friend named Voltaire. After one of Voltaire's publications inflamed French sensibilities, he and I moved to Syria. We established a well-equipped lab. I disagreed with my tutor named Koenig, who eventually claimed I stole his idea. My greatest mathematical and scientific achievement was my Institutions de Physique and my translation of Newton. My single contribution to moral philosophy was my essay, Discours sur le bonheur, or, in other words of Voltaire, Essay on Happiness.
Wow. It really sounds like you lived your life to the full. We're running out of time, but we can take one more question from the audience.
Is it true that you were interested in physics as well?
It is. It's actually been said that I've introduced physics as a general subject.
Alright, we are out of time, but thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. Next up, please welcome on stage Caroline Herschel.
Thank you, everyone.
Caroline, I heard that you were not allowed to attend school as a child.
No, I was not.
I was encouraged to pursue music, but it wasn't until I moved to England with my brother William that I was allowed to study astronomy.
Tell us a few of your greatest accomplishments.
Well, I discovered Uranus. I was the first woman in government service. I detected Andromeda, Cetus, and 14 other nebulae. I was the first woman to detect a comet. I received a gold medal in recognition from the Royal Astronomical Society and was elected an honorary member at age 85.
That is a crazy amount of accomplishments, Caroline. Thank you so much for taking time with us to be here today. Stay with us. After the break, we'll be talking to Sophie Germain.
Are you tired of all those crazy commercials that make ridiculous claims? Are you tired of all those freakishly energized people on your TV telling you to buy their product? Well, stop being tired and start getting energized. With our revolutionary new product, the Sham Towel, cleaning up spills is easy again. All you have to do is drop our Sham Towel on your mess and walk away. Come back an hour later, and your spill is all off the floor and all over the Sham Towel. Save energy with the Sham Towel. And if you call the number on your screen and order right now, we'll throw in a bag of bananas with no added cost. Here's how it works. The Sham Towel cleans up messes in a jiffy. Wow! The mess is gone!
Action. And we're back with the dish. Here with us is Sophie Germain.
Thank you, everyone. So great to be here today.
Sophie, go ahead and tell us what makes your career so meaningful.
When I was young, I would spend long, solitary hours in my dad's library. After my parents banned me from studying, I simply worked harder until they lifted the ban. I corresponded with Gauss under a pseudonym. When presented with a problem of the mathematical laws of elastic surfaces, I didn't give up until I won the prize.
So tell us, what other subjects are you interested in?
I'm interested in philosophy, chemistry, physics, geography, and history.
Great, thank you so much for being here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest scientists England ever produced, here's Mary Fairfax Somerville. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. It is wonderful to be here.
Tell us about your life.
Well, I led a pretty customary life until I was about 15 years old. I spent hours exploring the seacoast. I had a terrible experience with school and my family opposed further education for me.
Now, how's it that you discovered math?
I actually stumbled upon a page with mathematical formulas while looking through a fashion magazine with my friend. Then, through a tutor, I obtained a copy of Euclid's Elements of Geometry. Through my second husband's job, I was exposed to many brilliant mathematicians and astronomers. Eventually, Lord Brougham had me write 2 volumes and I became a distinguished figure. Even after I published Molecular and Microscopic Science in 1869, I still faced discouragement and prejudice because I am a woman. I published 2 more famous books and then received the Victoria Gold Medal of the Royal Geographical Society.
Alright, thank you very much for joining us today, Mary. And finally, please welcome on stage our book reviewer, Kayla Espinel.
Thank you so much. During this episode of The Dish, you all have heard from many distinguished female mathematicians. These brilliant women were all represented in the book Women in Mathematics by Lynn M. Osen. The book mainly covered past women in math. It was definitely an interesting book. I know many of you are probably thinking that a book about math couldn't be interesting, but it wasn't only about that. This book delved into the personal lives of each woman in it. Some had racy affairs while others lived quiet and peaceful lives. One thing I found extremely interesting was the amount of prejudice each woman faced. In our society today, men and women are completely equal. I personally could not imagine facing the adversity that these women went through daily. One thing I did not completely enjoy was the author's writing style. Each chapter jumped around to different areas of the woman's life in different orders. Sometimes random and unnecessary facts were added, but if you're looking for a good book about different women in mathematics, I would definitely recommend Lynn M. Osen's book. I would give it about 3.5 stars.
Thank you for that book review, Kayla. We are completely out of time for today. We will see you next time on The Dish. I'm your host, Mike Hamilton, and that's a wrap. Please welcome up Melanie Cuevas.